What?
Are you going to help?
No!
Come on.
I'm tired.
We're all tired.
Go away. You didn't leave at like 5:30 this morning
Meh,
and
meh,
walk
meh,
the dog
meh.
beforehand,
I'll
did
get
you?
your violin out. Right, hello. Right, today we're going to put this single seat. We're going to swap that out for this double seat that's situated here. One thing I will say is if you haven't budgeted this in, have a look how much it's going to cost, because we pretty much priced up everything else, the electric install, everything else, the windows, everything, and then thought, well, we'll just swap that out for a single swivel seat. Didn't look at the price. Turns out it's not cheap. So to source our seat is probably, I've been looking online for about 2 months. The going rate is about 600 quid, and that's just for the seat and the base, and then you still need to, I'm still going to need to buy the swivel plate afterwards, so that's another 120 quid. So luckily we managed to find that seat back there. Yeah, this seat here, we managed to pick this up for 500 quid, and it's in good condition. Some of the ones, I've found a few for about 450 quid, but they are pretty tatty. This one is not in bad nick, and it matches exactly the upholstery on the driver's seat. Doesn't really matter to us because Emily's going to make nice covers for them anyway, but if we ever want to sell it, I suppose it might be a bonus that they match. So yeah, it seems like a fairly easy job. I believe we've just got to take out this bolt here and the same over there, and then I think it's just those two out and literally a straight swap. I don't think it's fixed in at the back. It's got a, it's held in here, but it looks like they just, that'll, once the two front bolts are out, that'll just slide out. So yeah, now I've said it's easy, it's probably going to be a pain. I have got this wire, but I don't think it's attached to anything. No, it's not. So when I was looking online, if this is plugged in and you swap them over, apparently it can be quite an issue, or you need to buy some sort of resistor to plug back into that so that the ECU thinks that it's working. Otherwise you're just going to have lights coming on and all sorts. But I think we can probably just pull that off somehow. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll pop that out the way, and then when we put the new seat in, we'll just cable tie that back up and on. Right, here we go. So it's a 19mm socket. Probably going to be stiff. So that's one out. I'll put that somewhere safe because obviously I'll need it to put the new one back in with. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need some help just to move the chair, if that's okay with you.
How long is that going to, what now?
Yeah. Emily's not in the best of moods. Okay, so there it is. It's a bit fiddly to put back in because of this thing here. So you need to come up over that, down, tilt it, slide it in, and then it's done. But it's relatively easy. Yeah, so I'll just cable tie these up out of the way. This seat's got one on as well. We don't need them, but so yeah, it's just a case of popping those two bolts back in the front.
This is my seat.
Yes, that's your. Yeah, what are you going to drive?
No, no.
Yes. So that was it. It was really, really easy. Probably the easiest job we've done so far. You literally undo 2 bolts, take the seat out, put the new seat in, put 2 bolts down. We will be making it a swivel as well. I just need to order the swivel plate. We'll be doing it exactly the same way as we've done the driver's seat. So if you want to see how that swivel plate works and how to fit it, I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, it's really easy. It just gives us so many more options. I mean, now you can just park up and you can access the back of the van quite easily. You haven't got to get out, so if it's raining or whatnot, or if we don't want to get the dog out straight away, we're straight in the back. It means, I can now swivel my seat from here all the way around into the. These are a bit stiff, these seats, so I assume they're going to loosen up. I can swivel it all the way around and I'm straight away in the back of the van. And there is a small issue with the seat belt. So the stalk on this one doesn't fit that part there. I've got 2 options. I can either, all it is this little bit here. I just need to, if you can see, it's got it sticks out, so I could just grind a piece off both sides, which would make it fit. Or I can take the seatbelt stalk off of the double seat that I've just removed and just do a straight swap. The only problem if I do that is if we're going to sell that double seat, then whoever buys that won't then have the correct receiver for their part. So I'll see which option's easier, but I'll put that in this video at some point. But that's a job for another day, I think. Right, back in the van, back on the single seat. It's been a few weeks since we switched it over, but I really need to get the seatbelt sorted out, so we're going to have a look at that. I think what we're going to do is we was going to try and sell the double seat. Emily said she was going to whack it on eBay. It's been 3 weeks, she's not whacking it on eBay, so I can't see the point in wasting it. So I'm going to have a go at just swapping over the seatbelt receiver. Right, so this is what you're going to be faced with. On this one there's just 2 screws holding it in, on the other one there's 3. And then there's just a Torx bit underneath that's holding this on, so I'm hoping it's the same. So I'm going to go ahead, take that off. I've had to go and forage for what I think is going to be approximately the right size. It's a T45. It might be one bigger, but I think that's going to be enough to get it undone, so we'll give it a go. Right, so this is the one off of the double passenger seat. I've took the plastic cover off already. As you can see, it's a bit of a different shape, but hopefully that should just go straight back into that other hole and be okay, I should imagine, because that's enough. I just need to check we've got somewhere there's like a little piece that fits in under there, so hopefully that'll find something to slot in at the other end and we can just use that, but we'll see. So I'm just going to remove this one. Okay, so that's it there. So we'll take it down and have a look. Right, so that one fits in there just fine. The only thing it's going to be difficult for me to show you this and film, but you need to make sure that this thing here, it's got like a little piece that sticks down. That fits in. There's a hole underneath for it, and that will stop the thing from spinning. So I'm just going to go ahead and tighten that up, and then we'll test it to make sure it works. Right, so hopefully, just do this with one hand. That should click straight in there. Ideal. So that's just clipped in there. No problem, it seems absolutely fine. I should imagine it is. It's the original receiver, now back with the original belt. And exactly the same fixing mechanism as there was before. So now we can both go out in the van again. Right, so that's it. The double seat is now a single seat. There is one issue, which I'll try and show you. My feet, now that I'm sat, this one's spun round facing back into the van. My feet are quite a way off the floor, so Let me see if you can see. So I've got a bit of a gap. Yeah, that gap isn't really a problem, but if we're going to sit in the van for any period of time facing back into the van, it's going to be quite uncomfortable. So what I think I'll do is I'll raise the floor up there just to make sure that we've got somewhere to put our feet. It's a bit more comfortable, and then I can use that raised area, maybe convert it into some sort of shoe storage or something, and it will kind of separate the what's going to be like the dining kind of area from everywhere else. So yeah, if you want to switch your seats over, it's really easy. It is just under a few bolts to put a few back in. That's basically it. The one thing I will say is the cost, and also those wires. Now, I was very lucky, nothing was plugged in. I think if those wires were connected, swapping those receivers over the way I've done wouldn't work at all. But yeah, so we'll convert that one over to a swivel, and then that's that bit done, and then we'll crack on with the rest of the van, which is an absolute heap of a mess at the minute. I'm just starting to batten it out, so there's crap everywhere, and the weather is awful, so everything's kind of in the van. But yeah, that'll probably be the next video. I'm going to carpet around some of the doors before I batten it out and get that done with its vapour barrier, and then I'll extend our vapour barrier onto that. I think I'll get a neater finish, but yeah, that's in videos to come. So if you want to see those, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.